I've journaled now for just over 5 years, 1,825 days, except one day, but I'll get to that in a minute. So I thought it would be interesting to hold the ball, hold the Qigong posture, which I've been teaching for a long time and practicing for a long time, whilst I talk a wee bit about discipline. So there's a quote that I really like that I'm going to probably butcher right now, but it's basically that you don't rise to the standards that you set in public. You rise to the standards that you set by yourself when you're alone. So I started journaling because I was teaching people to journal. I already did a bit of journaling, but I know that it helped a lot of my clients. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to start journaling just to show that it can be done. And I'll journal for 100 days straight, and then that'll give me enough understanding of journaling to help people. And what I discovered was that it was helping myself. One of the main benefits is just you can just track back your week and look at how you've been living your week and if it's been optimal or not optimal. And I thought this related to the discipline of martial arts as well. That's why I'm holding the ball. Martial arts is something you can practice anywhere. Like I'm standing here in the middle of the Gorchin Glens by myself, and I can do a posture. I can hold this posture, I can hold the other of the 5 elements, or I can do some Tai Chi, do some Swan Yung. It doesn't really matter, I can do whatever I want because you don't need anything except yourself and your willingness to do it. So discipline comes from consistent action. Discipline isn't a feeling. I don't feel disciplined. I have my routines, I have my actions, and I do these actions all the time, and these actions create the discipline. So if the discipline slips, then I know, like if I'm not getting anywhere in my training, or if I'm not journaling or meditating, that it's not the discipline, it's the routine that has slipped. And the easiest way to get it back is just to start back in the routine again. So I like the example of martial arts because it's hard work over a long time. That's pretty much what it means. It's not essential to get into that. But the idea is you're doing it for you. I'm cultivating my health, my longevity, my energy, my mindset, my emotional mindset for myself. It's not so I'll look, well, at the very start it was so I'll look cool. I wanted to be able to do cool movements. So this, if anybody's watching, walking past, this is not outside a cool movement, but I am still doing a static meditation even whilst I'm having this conversation. So my body's still engaged, I'm still relaxing, I'm still allowing my shoulders to drop into themselves, my 9 gates are engaged as I hold the posture. So I when I was journaling, I missed one day. The reason I missed it was basically just I got into a conversation. No, I have a set routine of 5 things I do at night, and then I was asked a question by someone in the house during that routine that through the routine it made me I just forgot. So the next morning I got up and I remembered, so I journaled what I thought I would have been thinking the night before, but it wasn't exactly what I would have been thinking, obviously, because a lot of things had changed overnight. I'd slept for a start. And I used to beat myself up about that. When I set a challenge, I had to do the challenge. It didn't matter what it was. I had to do, so I wanted to journal every day. So what I would have done is, no matter how long it was, I would have started again. So I wouldn't even have counted this as 5 years. So I guess I was very hard on myself. I'm starting to learn as a wee segue. Like I taught people about emotional, physical, mental, spiritual health, and then my life took a wee detour, and I ended up struggling with my own mental health. And imagine how awkward that is when you wrote a book about anxiety and you end up suffering from anxiety yourself as well. So it becomes very difficult when the way that you lived your life, and I still maintained everything that I was doing. Still did my Qigong, still did my Tai Chi, still did my martial arts, my meditation, my journaling, which again now is interesting, so I can go back to, sometimes when you're going through a mental health journey, you can't see how far you've come. You don't remember how bad it was at the start. You just think, now, fuck, this is a bit shit, I wish it was better. When you've journaled every day of it, you can go back and go, oh, well, fucking a year ago, that was terrible, and this is fucking unreal since then. So you're having the journal there. One, it showcases every single day. You're showcasing discipline without a massive barrier to entry. And then you're also teaching yourself that you can be disciplined. You can, like, you can set a goal and achieve it just by creating routine. So when I teach these postures, I teach them because I want you to control, like, this is burning. The lactic acid is pumping well here. Well, actually, lactic acid doesn't pump, so it's just sitting there and burning my body. But I can, even though I'm talking and I'm focusing on what I'm saying in this video, I can still switch off the want to just stop. And then I'm strong as a bull. See, that wind won't even toss me. Hopefully you can still hear me. You definitely will. It's a good mic. But you're teaching, you have something to look back on to teach yourself. You don't need discipline. You have discipline by doing things. So starting a Qigong routine, starting a martial arts routine, starting a meditation routine, starting journaling, that will create the discipline. And anytime you falter, you can just go, it's just routine. I just need to get back into the routine. So I've actually now just over 5 years, couple of days over 5 years. I'll cut now. I'm still going to hold this because, like I said in the quote, that it's the standards we hold on our own, not the standards we put out in public. I'm going to cut to me holding all of the books to show you. I think I've went through 21. Some are the ones that I made that you can get on Amazon. Some of them are just random ones that I got. Doesn't really matter what you write in, as long as you write and you be honest with yourself. You're not writing it for anybody else, so you're not worried about somebody else finding it. And even if they do, it doesn't really matter. They'll just get to know you a wee bit better, and they'll probably get scared of some of the shit that you write about yourself. So just start a discipline, start doing something, cultivate it for yourself, and then over time it just becomes pattern. So that's my thoughts on journaling for 5 years. You don't have to journal every single day. You don't have to journal twice a day. You can just journal whatever. Same with the martial arts. Like, it's not, what I was doing there is considered soft. That's the wood element from the 5-element Qigong. So that can be done every single day. You don't have to hold it for however long I was just holding it for. But you'll see in this video, because of the way I was holding it, you get to a point where you just do. Like, the mental, emotional and physical creeps in. And then even when you have a wobble like I did, and I'm still working on it, I'm not, by no means am I saying that I've just sorted everything. What it's actually done is help me open a lot more that I had been hiding away, that I didn't think was affecting me in any way, which is a useful tool to have. And then when you have meditation and Qigong and Tai Chi and all these little things, you can, like building a jigsaw. Just thinking, just if you don't want to do the move and stuff, well, you wouldn't really be watching this, I suppose. But you could just sit and build a big jigsaw. I was chatting to my uncle about building a jigsaw, that's why that's in my head. But the idea is, it's for you. So a lot of the things I was hiding and shying away from and avoiding were because of who I believed I was in my family and with the people around me. So I couldn't, these things couldn't be important because I have all this other stuff that I need to do. So it gives you an opportunity to not run away from the emotion or run away from whatever it is you're dealing with. It gives you an opportunity to sit with it. And usually, like in Home Alone, when he goes down and actually looks at the fire, usually when we sit with a demon, it's dressed up more terrifying in our imagination than when we give it time, when we sit and we like, what is this emotion? What does it feel like? So sometimes when I'm doing the Qigong, I will pick one of the postures, whichever posture I decide to pick. Sometimes it's related to the element, sometimes it's not. And I'll think, right, there's something that's been going on in my head that I want to work on, so I'm going to sit in the earth because I want to be grounded, and I'm going to do the earth pose, and I'm going to allow that to run in my head and see what it really thinks, see what I really think about it. The idea was to do the hold the ball the whole time. I didn't realize I was going to do this extra rant at the end. If you want to learn hold the ball, then just click this video here and it'll teach you everything that you need to know to get you started.